Hey everyone, this is Rachel and welcome to another scrapbooking process video. If you hang out until after the video is through, there are always detailed shots of my current layout. Let's get going! Hey everyone, so I'm going to be continuing on with my Christmas in July kit. I have this layout to do and then one more, and then I'm going to go ahead and retire this kit and see what I worked through. I will do a little layout share. There will be videos for all 4 of these layouts, so I'll just do a really quick one and then show you what I have left over of my kit. And so I'm going to go ahead, get you guys put on fast forward and get started. Okay, before I get started, I just want to let you know I did go ahead and post my Kit and layout share video for this Christmas in July eventy type thing I'm doing. So I will put a link to that as well as the video of how I made this kit in the first place. So for this layout, I am getting a little low on the pattern paper, except for this one full piece I have of photo play paper with the ornaments on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this piece of paper down along with that gray polka dotted paper. That is an older pink paisley from the line called Yuletide. And I will say, I had that leftover gray polka dot. The other side of that has the like a countdown 1 through 25. And I found if I put my photo over it, covered up all the numbers and gave a really cute color blocked background to mat with. So I was really happy with that. All right, going back to what I was originally talking about. So what I'm doing is I am going to put basically 2 blocks of pattern paper together, and then I'm going to use a border sticker to kind of meld them into one piece. So I'm going through these tags. These are from Teresa Collins' Tinsel & Company, which is also slightly older, and I want to tuck a couple of them behind where my photo is going to go. I'm not really using what designs are on them. I just want them as a layering piece. I find with Teresa Collins, and I know she hasn't put a line out in a while, but even when she was doing that, a lot of her items are just very large. So I tended to use them as layering pieces rather than on their own. So I am going to go ahead and do a slim mat of this photo with this Heidi Swap tone-on-tone snowflake paper. Just a very, very small, because there's so much color on this entire layout, I just wanted to give a bit of separation between the photo and the rest of the layout. I am going to go ahead and ink up all of my papers with pumice stone distress ink, and I'm going to go ahead at some point and cut away from this just because it takes a while, because I am going to do every single piece of paper along with all of the tags, and it just was a bit long for video consumption. So I go ahead and start to glue it down, and that's when I realize, oh yes, you need to ink that one as well, you goofball. So here I am, and now I am cutting ahead, so I am almost finished inking up my 2 bigger pieces of background paper. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm reaching the end of this particular ATG, and for some reason when I reach the end of the tape, it goes just, there, you have to put a lot more pressure on it, so it just seems to go a bit slower than normal. So I'm going to go ahead, get some glue on both sides, and as I said, I'm going to use a border sticker to join the 2 of these together in that center part, so I'm not necessarily concerned with it meeting exactly because of that border sticker. So I like the way that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and put my tags back down, and I'm going to zhuzh them a little. Rather than have them closer together, I'm going to spread them apart just a little bit so they come out over on each side of the photo block. And I like the way that looks, but I realized, oh, before you do that, you need to get the sticker off. So this sticker is a red and white polka dot. It is from the Photo Play Paper Dear Santa line. I like the fact that it was red, which helps bring the red up into that upper portion, but it's also polka dotted, so it also brings that polka dot down into the lower portion. I then added another sticker from that same sticker sheet, that Christmas tree, which I'm basically using as a layering piece because you're not going to be able to see much of it once I start embellishing. So I pulled out some more of my embellishments. I have this acetate and cardstock ephemera pack. Sorry, I forgot the word ephemera. And I'm poking through, pulling out a couple of acetate pieces along with a few cardstock pieces. And I'm just going to layer that frame behind my photo block. So it's not going to be a frame, it's just going to be a block of polka dots. And then I also pulled out a couple of flare. And now I'm seeing what's going to work for my title along with embellishing at the same time, because why try to figure out one thing at a time? That My Mind's Eye Comfort and Joy sticker sheet, I had half of a wreath left, so I tucked that underneath the tags. And now I'm going ahead and gluing the things that are going to be layered behind that that frame, and then the star, which is half metallic, and I tucked that behind the photo as well. So I'm starting to work on what's going to end up. Oh no, I'm not. I thought I was going to do something else, but I'm not. I'm adding some more stickers to that upper left-hand photo block area. So I have these circular stickers from Simple Stories Snap Claus and Company, which is several years old. And I had some of the circle stickers left, and I thought if I'm going to use that flare, I can use the circle stickers and kind of tuck them behind different things and just bring some roundness to this very angular layout. So I realized, hello, you have not glued down your photo. You should probably go ahead and do that. So I add a little bit of liquid glue behind the metallic part of that acetate piece because you can't see through the metallic pieces, yay. And then I use my ATG on the rest of it. So I use a Stampin' Up! Dimensional behind that piece of flare, and now I'm going to add these mittens for no other reason than both my nephew and I are wearing Nordic themed clothing in this particular layout. Uh, I was sitting at my desk at work. It was the last day before holiday break. My nephew had a half day, but we were going to go Christmas shopping after work. So it made no sense for me, for him to go all the way home, for then me to go all the way home, pick him up, then to go shopping. We were shopping in in an area on the other side of where we live. So I picked him up on my lunch break, and we went. He hung out at my work for an hour, not for an hour, for an afternoon. And then when I had an afternoon break, we were making some plans. So that goes into the title, which is going to be prep and planning. So I used the Claus and Company Simple Stories alphas for the word prep, and then these Webster's pages. Now, they are a khaki color, although they look slightly pink in the video. They are definitely a light khaki color in real life. I'm going to add another one of those bicolored stars, although I'm going to have apparently a very hard time with the glue there. But I am going to add another one of those next to the title and another flare as well. I then realize I can add that joy sticker and make it a little threesome embellishments, and I'm happy with the way that is looking right now. And why not make it 4? So we've got 3 round elements alongside that star shape. Now I have this sticker and it says, have yourself a merry little Christmas, or, something along those lines. And I like it because it's got the red and the black. And in my photo, I'm wearing black leggings and my nephew is wearing a red sweater. But I'm not sure if I need another layer. So I just did not push down on the sticker, and I'm seeing if any of these tags, either the Teresa Collins ones or the ones that came in the Yuletide ephemera pack, will work, but they just don't. They're either the wrong color or they have too much writing on it and I can't hide the writing. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. So as usual, if I'm not sure what I want to do with one thing, I move on to something else. So I go back to the sticker pack and I add that little file tab sticker. And now I've decided to add these, a little holly berry and leaves, whatever, stickers. And then I find one more of the cardstock die cuts from the Yuletide collection to add to that lower section as well. So I have a couple more circle stickers left, and I'm just going to add those around that sticker down at the bottom. That is going to finish off these stickers, so I was happy about that. And once I do that, I decide, you know what, I'm just going to leave it as is. I was really concerned with where I was going to put my journaling, and that's one of the reasons I was thinking about adding a tag underneath that sticker. I'm still not exactly sure where it's going at this point. I mean, I personally right now am sure because I have finished the layout, but as I'm working on the layout, I'm not sure where the journaling is going. I finally think, what if I trim down just a piece of that tag, and I need to trim it down just a little bit further, and then I can just put a little bit right across where that border sticker is, just under the title, because it isn't really a ton of journaling. I'm just writing what I told you, which is that, my nephew came to work and we hung out when I was on break and did some prep work for going shopping that evening. So that's what I'm writing right now. So for those of you who don't know, this is going to be my third layout as part of my Christmas in July. Obviously, the videos are going up in August, but as part of my Christmas in July series I made, as I mentioned in the beginning, I do have a video where I made the kit, and I also do have a video where I show you the 4 layouts I made and what I have left over. I will put links to both in the description box below. I just want to say thank you guys for joining me here. It has been so much fun working on all these layouts with the Christmas in July theme to them. So it was a nice, fun holiday-ish type period in the fact that it's like 90 plus degrees here in Connecticut this summer. It's a very hot and wet and humid summer. So I am finishing off this layout with some enamel dots. These are just some generic enamel dots in traditional Christmassy type colors. And that is going to finish off my layout for today. Thank you guys so much. Oh, I am going to add some vibes in Before Night, Before Dawn. I don't remember what it's called. That's a horrible, horrible picture that is completely not in focus, but I could not get a better one, and I just wanted to remind myself that I did use mist. All right, folks, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.